So I'm in record mode for, let's see, November the 23rd. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, my dad's and my granddad were born today. And
Wow.
yeah, big birthday for them.
Oh, that is good.
Yeah, for the other side, right?
Yes, hooray for them. And it is
Right.
that time when the veil is thin. So they visit us more during these times. So
Right. So can you hear me okay?
I can hear you just fine.
Okay, good, good, good. That's a good thing. So, no, we're good, Lindy. I think we're good. We're good. We're good. So it's we are recording, Lindy. With I don't know if you got that start, and it's 18 after 19 after now. Okie dokie. So, bye.
Came a long way to have this call.
Uh, yeah, it's been raining like not cats and dogs. It's been raining like I don't know. Actually,
Whales.
yeah, trees have fallen down. Like it's a gale.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's been exciting, and yeah. So here we are. So let's have a look. Where do we start? What do we want to go with?
We're doing good. I started the RX, paleo RX,
The leptin reset.
and elliptic reset, and I've lost 9 pounds.
Mm.
Yeah, 2 weeks, of course, 2 weeks, but I lost 9 pounds. Yep, I said, well, I'm going to be seeing you today. I better step on that scale. So I
That is
did, and I lost 9 pounds.
that's awesome, and it came
Yeah,
off easy. And it came off easy.
yeah, no problems whatsoever.
Okay, so we got the right diagnosis on that one then, right?
Yes, you did. Yes, you
Right.
did. Absolutely.
That's perfect. Oh, I'm so happy for you, Tracy.
Me too.
That's gonna make your life way even easier than it's gotten already.
Oh, I can't wait.
Right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're gonna be a lighter girl.
Yeah. Whoa, I can't wait to get back to what I used to be. I have all these clothes waiting for me. They'll be out of style, but they'll be waiting for me.
Right, right. Oh well, hell. So wow, that's 9 pounds in 2 weeks just at the. So you've been going with the leptin reset 2 weeks. You've lost 9 pounds.
Right.
Whoa, whoa. So
Yeah.
you could see you're gonna see, tens and twenties and thirties, right, coming off.
I hope so. I hope so. We'll see. Hopefully it doesn't, like, how they say they plateau sometimes. Let's hope
Right.
that doesn't happen. Let's hope it just keeps going, 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 going.
Well, what's going to happen is that once that leptin reset, which might happen very, very quickly for you because of all the other things you're doing, um, you're not going to be looking. You're certainly not going to be looking at the normal time frames that he's looking at in the book.
Okay.
Right? You're going to be getting so. Uh, you know, you're going to get there in. Well, you're already there if it's working already, right? So let's see. Let's see if it
Yeah.
accelerates.
Let's
Let's
see.
see if it decelerates. Let's see if
Accelerate. So let's see.
yeah. So just fill me in. What have you been doing not diet wise, but food wise, nutrition wise? What are you doing now?
Well, the new thing that I'm doing is of course I'm back on protein, which is meat based, fish and meat based, and I have the new thing that's new for me, having been a vegetarian for a while, and I only had one day that it upset my stomach, and then that was it. The seaweed doesn't upset my stomach at all. I, pair that when I'm having protein that is animal protein, not when it's, seafood. That I don't have to have it with that. So, and that's been rather nice. I've really enjoyed that. So it's kind of a new way. And of course, the sweet potato is one of the things you can have, and the different vegetables that they allow you to have it on it. Apples are one of the things that he has you on it. But there are some you can't have. So, I'm working that one out. I'm pretty much doing apples right now. And eventually I will switch to other fruits, but it has to be seasonal. So, apples are in season right now. Right. So that was the reason I kind of was there. I don't know that we have any fruit in season for the Northland right. coming up. So, so so that'll be interesting.
Right. Yeah, totally. That's great, Tracy. I'm so happy for you, right? It's amazing. Yeah, Linda gives a thumbs up.
Oh, good. Yay, yay, yay.
Yes, a thumb.
Oh, yay! Here's mine. Woohoo! Yeah, all of us are thumbing up.
That's right. Oh, I'm so happy for you, Trace. Oh my God.
Thank you. And thank you for setting me on the right path.
Right. But it really enjoys my heart to hear that.
Oh, that's a nice way to say it.
I can feel that joy in my heart, when I hear your voice, and I know that things are going to another level for you, and that's like
yes,
so frigging awesome. And you are such an incredible person, Trace, to come where you've come from, or get to where you got to, and then come from where you've come from and get to where you got to now. It's like it's been a pleasure. Yeah. So I'm going to share screen and just go through some of the numbers and
okay.
etc. And I think I have them all uploaded, but yeah, here we go. Yeah, so your email didn't work again. I don't know what's going on with that. I'll take another look, but I understand. Yeah, just use that form. Okay. Yeah, just use the form.
Yeah.
Good. So November 23rd, healing crisis, 1 okay. Emotionally, bam, bam, bam.
Everything's good.
Yeah. And right knee been bothering you?
Oh, not really.
Okay.
I just on a regular basis do that. And, only if I go the wrong step a wrong way, because it's bone on bone. So it'll let me know it doesn't like it.
Right. Right. And so you've been doing 9 or 10 sets of steps?
10.
Bam.
Yes.
Bam.
But I didn't do the sideways. I forgot. I said, how did I forget that? I was so excited I was going to start that again. But, I thought, okay, well, that'll be next time. When I looked at my list, I went, oh yeah, that's right. I was supposed to start doing what we used to do in physical therapy for my hip.
Right.
So I'm marking it down in big letters.
Okay. Good. And one of the things that I was thinking, I don't know if you actually watched the video that we make, in between times, but that might help, jog memory or create ideas or whatever in between the calls. And, as the calls are getting more spaced out now, that might be more important for you actually to go and do those.
Okay. All right. Because I usually write everything down. And then if I don't remember something, I'll go back. And of course, this last time I wrote down just continue the goals as are, add in more, more doing this steps. And I obviously missed the other one because we were talking and my mind must have gone, oh my gosh, that would be a good thing. But I didn't write it down. So I will go back and look at it. That's a really good suggestion. Yeah. I usually do, I usually do, but sometimes I don't, and I didn't this last week.
Right. And we actually didn't do the timestamps on it yet, so they're not up there, but they will be after this call. We'll do that. We did do the timestamps the last session. Yeah. Good. Okay. This was for the knee, I think. Yes.
Yes, and there was nothing else.
Right. We like that.
Yes, we do.
That is awesome. Okay. Did you get any sun?
Not much. As I said in my explanation, is because we're having, number one, we're in the cold weather. We're in the 30s now, and I can bundle up, but I have to be careful on the stairs. I'll talk about that one. And I did my stairs. I got up and down. I'm all bundled up. So I get it during that short time I'm doing that. But other than that, I don't. I didn't. And part of it was because we were having precipitation for 4 days. I think we had precipitation, and so and we had some snow yesterday. So
right.
But yeah, so as I shared in there, one of the things he suggested, if you're not able to be out in the sun, is to do that DC 3K. Is that, I think it's 3K DC D 3D and K supplement that he recommended. So I'm doing that one.
Good.
In hopes that it will help.
Yeah. Do we actually know what your D levels are in your blood?
No.
Okay. Just if that comes up, that would be good to take a look at that.
Okay.
And but that means going to the doctor. I
I
don't recommend that.
Not for a while.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how comes you'll walk into his office and he's like, how comes you're standing up? How comes you're still? Oh no, I'm not gonna go there. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, kind of in a sad way.
Yeah,
Sick. Good. Oh, 11 sets. Cold showers. Oh my God, the cold showers must be really cold there now.
Yes.
Woo! Woo! Yeah.
But it's a warm house. It's a warm house. The cold showers is just that when it comes through the pipes at first, it's a little colder than normal.
I bet. Yeah. Okay, good. Well, not much more to be said about that one.
No, we did good.
Lindy, am I missing anything? Did you have any ideas? I have something that I want to talk about as the main subject here today, but
I also wanted to find out, how do I know when I've had a leptin reset? I tried looking in the book and it might be in there, but I haven't been able to see. I've been going through it, read over it. And I'm not quite sure what the symptoms are for a leptin reset.
You lose
that
weight.
You might see.
You lose weight.
Oh.
Right? And you're already there instantly. Yep. So yeah, good work.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's awesome. So let's go back to those numbers because they're kind of interesting again.
Yes.
I charted them all out. 1123. That's the one. It's loading up here. Okay. Yes. And I'll screen the share. I'll share the screen in just a moment. Oh, I put another link in the text to you. It's a Dr. Andrew Kaufman talking about the. Okay, one moment. Share screen. There we go. He's talking about the clinical studies that was done in Denmark with the masks on 17,000 people. It just came out this week.
Oh, I'll look forward to reading that.
Yeah, and you know, as you're in this sort of, you know, professional realm, you'll appreciate his candid uh, what do I say? Candid review of how they mess with the stats in order to get mess with the description and the conclusion in order to get that stuff published.
Correct, because you can tweak your statistics in any way you feel, and that is the difficult part of any kind of research that's done.
Right. Well, he wasn't actually complaining about tweaking the stats. It's the copy that they wrote that kind of, if you just go to the conclusion,
Okay.
it's like it's ambiguous. But the stats are absolutely 100% conclusive.
Mm.
And this is what we're up against with most of these clinical studies, is that if the if the test has been designed properly, which most
Yes.
are not,
Yes.
then you know, that's what they do in order to get published.
And that's how they tweak the numbers. It's how they design their
Yeah,
questions and how they determine what they're going to look at. Yep. And
right.
that's something that they don't take, the review boards don't take a lot of look at those kinds of things unless you're in an academic setting where they're doing a lot of rigorous stuff, or a lot of rigorous looking at things, because the academic setting wants to also show a success, and that's that, so it's in a levels kind of thing.
Yes, they want to keep their funding and keep their jobs, right?
Correct. Yeah, it's exactly right. It's money.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. So let's take a look at this last 6 weeks just quickly. I'm going to
Okay.
just do the med scores. So back in week 23, which we're now talking about halfway through October, we had a total meds of 13. Week 24, we had 14. Week 25, we had 25, and that's when you hit the crisis with the
Yes.
uh,
Ear.
that's right, that detox from the ear.
Yeah.
And then we were still kind of like 18, no, 17 on week 26. And now we're down to 18 and 15 in week 27, 28. So
Yeah.
that's much more in the normal range. Let's just check that up. 28, 27, 17, 18, 32 on that one. Yeah, so you're way back down again. Excellent. And not really much to comment on there, do you?
True.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Huh. That is awesome, isn't it? Okay, so we got afternoon. You had higher number of meds in the afternoon on the week 27, but that reversed again, which I think is the norm, that you have less in the morning. It could be.
Depends.
Yeah. I think if we were to add the whole thing up all the way through, I think there's less in the morning than in the evening. Huh. Which would make sense. You know, as the
Right.
brain has been resting, and so everything's been at rest and rejuvenating.
Depending on if it's busy in there, you know.
Right. It was a busy night, right? Got a lot of stuff done.
Exactly, and I never remember.
Yeah. Then it says, I was reviewing the last 2 days, and I was just running through my head like a movie.
It's a good one. I
Yeah.
like that. Good one.
Right. So, yeah, so let's have a look a little more at this. So let's just go through these one by one. We've got more on the right on 11:10. It does tend to be right. On the right-hand side, you get the meds,
Mm.
right? All the way through, there's basically, it's right-hand side meds.
On the right side. Absolutely. We've noticed that trend ever since we started doing that. And I said, because that's the side of my body the electricity went through when I got hit by lightning.
Yeah. If I add up all of the left-hand ones, we've got 7 compared to a total meds over those 2 weeks of 18, 15, 30, whatever it is.
Yeah, that's right.
Right? Interesting.
Correct. Yeah.
And that's been happening all along. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I also think it has something to do with my husband noticed, he said, one of the things I've noticed since my hip thing has happened is that you may not have your feet you may have like, a partial inch or so that isn't, my feet aren't even.
right.
And I went, oh, and I could tell you how I know that is truth because I'm always barefoot, but lately it's getting cold, so I'm wearing socks. When I walk, when I'm done, not when I have shoes on, but when I just have socks on, my left sock always is starting to turn itself, so the bottom comes to the top.
Huh. Oh.
Isn't that interesting? But the right one stays, and so I'm assuming there's something going on that way with this gait or something.
Right. So if we look back to the hip issue, that was on the right hip, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. And it was also the right knee.
Correct.
Okay. Huh. That is very interesting, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
that is.
is there a compensation?
So it's my left one. It's my left one because the right one's, who knows? Maybe the left one's having to work harder. I'm not sure, but
right.
and I notice it because it's so annoying because I'll walk over and I'll go, my sock is turned upside down and then I have to turn it around. That's just nuts.
Oh, that's cool. I've never heard of that one.
Me neither.
in all my decades of coaching people, I've never heard that one.
Had that happen. They go barefoot in one of their socks. Little by little, it turns around, and there the heel part is puffing out on the top. And I go, for crap.
Okay,
Yeah, that's weird.
So there is a slippage that's happening, right? Okay, which way does it roll? Does it roll that way, or does it roll that way around the foot, the sock?
It rolls to the right. So the sock, as it's rolling, the sock is rolling right. So when I have to readjust, I always have to pull it left.
Okay.
Readjust it.
I mean, again, just confirm to me, we're talking about the left foot, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So so whatever's happening there is some compensation thing that's happening on that left leg that's moving. Yes. No, it's moving that way, right? So it's
moves my sock to the left.
Yeah.
So I'm not quite sure how that would. Maybe it's from the outside in or the inside out. I'm not sure. Let me look and see. If I move my foot, nope, it's the other way around. For it to go that way, it looks like my foot would have to be going from right to left as I'm walking, because that's how you can move it around.
Right.
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 So here we go. Just pay attention to how your foot is going on the ground. There's got to be some angling or something that's.
Oh, good point. Good point. Okay.
And so it'd be like, yeah, just pay attention to how that foot is landing.
That's a good suggestion.
And it might mean
I have to adjust my walk.
Right.
Because of my hip, probably.
Yes.
Because of the hip. Because, because that's what the balance comes from, is that particular, medius, gluteus medius. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, that's good. Yeah, let's see if we can just
Observation.
begin to
This
retrain that.
last week. That was my observation this last week when I was in socks, because usually I'm not. So now I know.
Oh, that's a new tip. That's a new arrow to my quiver here. Yeah. All right.
Good one. Good one. Yeah.
Excellent. 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 It's okay. So the next thing I want to talk about, and let me just pull this up, is to really revisit the whole vision and or your vision, and
Okay.
and spend the next whatever it's going to be 6 weeks for the new year, right? Um, and you can use the Wellness Ninja Manifesto. That's got those that exercise you can do there to reset the whole vision. That's where I would go with that one. B, C, D, E. Hang on a moment. I'm just going to pull it up. Find it. Annual news. There we go. Okay, here we go. I've got all of this stuff here that I haven't. It's been a year or so. Here we go. I'm just going to share the screen in a moment. Oh, it is sharing. Yeah, this one. And I think you have a copy of this, right? Or you have it downloaded?
I'm going to guess. I can't see it.
Okay, let me just stop share it and I'll go back to share again. Okay. I think that's what happened.
Yes, I have that.
Okay, good. So in there, we've got those 10 steps, I think it is,
okay,
for you to work through. And where are we? Because this is really time for you now to push your vision way beyond you've ever gone, right? Before. And it's going to take some balls, but I know you got it, so to speak. And it can be really scary.
Do the Star Trek. To boldly go where no one has gone before.
Right. So it's now time to break that cycle. And you've got your vitality, strength, and health. So now we got to revisit the vision and make sure that we're still on course, right?
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I think you got that. Yeah. I'm just pointing to page 3 here. As I see it as my cause. This is me writing up my mission to make this contribution available to humanity. I'm looking to mentor a few select VIPs to master my microcurrent health strategies that quickly deliver more energy, optimal health, and longevity without drugs or surgeries. That's you, Tracy.
Yes.
Very much.
Yes.
And
absolutely.
I think we've proved it to you.
Yeah.
And to anybody else that's watching this later on, that this is totally possible. I had a physician came in and just asked a few questions yesterday about that. And I'm going to have to close the window here too. One moment, please. It started to rain again. Oh, it's not that one, it's that one. Oh, there we go. Whew. And yeah, the mindset, right? And you have the mindset. Yeah. Off the top of your head now, what would be the big vision for you moving into 2021?
Well, we've talked about one of it is eventually I will be able to start driving, but I'm not, physically driving. And so that one still stays on the plate. For me, it's to what I said before, move more. And now, of course, I can get the weight off. So that's a huge one for me, because not having been this heavy in my lifetime, I realize a whole lot of my inabilities now, because of that huge weight gain during that prednisone issue and muscle issue. Now it's really being able to move more, and I know that I will be able to, because it's like a heavy. I just never recognized it, because I had gotten so used to my muscles not working very well.
Right.
Now that they're starting to work, I realize that losing this weight is going to make a significant difference in how I go forward with that.
Right. So there's going to be, the physical stuff. It's going to be the physical vision stuff. So that could be whatever that goal might be for you. And we can hash that out over the next few months. But
Right.
then we've got the mental stuff, the
Mental.
picture, which is, beyond the physical.
There. Yeah.
What are you going to bring to the plate? With your family and friends and your community with the North American Indians, that sort of thing. You can be a witness to them that this is possible.
Yes, that's true. I think all things are possible. I
Right.
think this particular therapy and modality is really an effective one to just take care of so many things. I mean, it's like a miracle,
Right.
for me anyway. But the big thing that I see is, everyone is kind of in this afraid mode, and I'm not afraid with the COVID going on. It's just not where I'm at. But I do know that if we look at the spiritual, the mental, the physical, and then the social, all of those are very, very important. And so many people aren't with the social right now, and a lot are not doing the physical. A lot of people are doing the spiritual, you know. And the mental, they're overtime on mental
Right.
stuff.
Right.
But
Right.
what I would bring is just a balance. What I continue to do is talk about that and teach the balance, and
Right.
that we are capable within ourselves to be able to do what we need to do. I have always believed that, lost it for a while. I allowed the outside physical stuff that happened, and that virus I believed in, to take over who I am. Well, I don't believe in that anymore. So I've moved beyond that. But it's being able to help people, for me, to come to the point where they can release themselves of some of that, what they call karma or kismet or whatever you want to call it. To me, it's just the way of thinking. It's is not so productive thinking, and move to a better way of moving forward through help, from whoever they call their spiritual, part. Um, but I believe that we are in a time now where we're capable of doing so much more than we've ever done.
Right. 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 And I think, another thing that is part of that equation is that the electrical component in healing makes the job so much easier, and doable. Um, relative, I belong to some of these longevity boards, and so I'm always, looking at the latest chemistry that they've brought out, although my retention on that is pretty slim. But nonetheless, they're constantly evolving the chemical supplement type of thing, but they haven't got to the basics, how important that electrical component is.
Right, because that's on the inside.
Yeah, yeah, yes, exactly. And right, I think, for me, it's really, how do you bridge that gap between what we have been taught generationally, especially with herbs and everything else, right? How we've been taught generationally that they are the be all end all, but actually, really, under the circumstances of where our health is now on the planet, they can't really cut through a lot of the stuff anymore. And the electrical component just offers this pure vital force that it amplifies if you're consuming the right supplements and practices. It makes that assimilation that much more possible and easy for the body to do.
That's a good point.
You know, because otherwise it's not possible. You know, what you have, in my experience, I don't know of anybody else that can actually regenerate like we can regenerate, that type of bone on bone type of thing. And mitochondrial health, of course, is understanding mitochondrial health. And as you're reading Jack Kruse, you're now getting, that type of science.
Absolutely.
And he explains it so well. And he goes deeper down that whole electron transport than anybody else dares go.
Right.
So he's a wonderful at that. Because really, when you look at the volume of mitochondria in the body, or the numbers, it's a numbers game. It's astronomical, the numbers. And Deepak Chopra in the day was about, we've got 7 billion cells in the body, or whatever it was. But you've got like many, many more of these mitochondria, and thousands of times more of mitochondria in the body. And unless we understand beyond the traditional ATP electron chain transport model, and where actually that electricity is derived from, or acknowledge that there's a space for that to happen even, I don't think we're getting to the bottom of the answer for healing and rejuvenation.
And our electrical, being able to take the communication between the skinar and our body, we haven't explored the fact that our body's communicating all the time electrically, out into the world, out into everything. And the skinar helps the communication to kind of, to me, what it's doing is it's realigning things. That skinar, in combination with our current electrical body, it's just training it to move in a different way. That the ninja that we're doing, I recognize that it's balancing that brain stem. And
Right.
then when I'm using it other places, it's teaching it to balance, and so that it can be healthier, so that then the body can kick in to do the healing.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, absolutely, Tracy. Yeah, that's been a very interesting study, as you know, and I've done it with other doctors and other people myself. Yeah, I'm so glad that because what I think that ninja, doing those face points and getting those readings, it really helps us to get, some data.
Yes.
And it's such a crucial piece of data that we're analyzing, that it really has significance in the overall state of your mind and your body, and your emotions and everything else. So now we've got this cognitive thing that's happening where we've got this data, where it's left or right or whatever the numbers are, right? We've got this stuff that we can really take a look at and figure from. And it's as we've seen over the last 8 months or 9 months, that no, it hasn't been, because we didn't start the Ninja 2 until Ninja 1 until second month, right?
We were ways in,
yeah. And but nonetheless, actually during that time, that first month, it would have been problematic to have recorded those anyway. You're going through so much. It was like, I'm glad we didn't.
I think that's why you chose not to. Yeah,
it was just too much on our plates. Yeah, I think, the deeper that you go into this, and dream time and writing and creativity over the next, we've got Thanksgiving coming up on Thursday, such as it is, and and then we've got the whole Christmas.
right. And
And
hopefully, cross your fingers, you'll be with family.
yeah, well, I'm going to be with Lindy. Are you going to be with family? Or are you
But
going to?
and she's no, no, we will not.
Yeah.
But you know, my daughter's in Oregon, so and Dave's mom's here in town, but she's 93, and so you know, so he's very careful with the interaction with her. So because his nephew has the coronavirus or something that's causing him to have an issue, so you know, so yeah,
Okay.
that's on his side of the family. So
Right. Boy. So,
so there'll be no getting together.
right. Well, we'll be up on a lot, and so we'll send you prayers from up there.
Oh, cool! I love it.
We're going to see you on December the 7th next.
Right. We'll see you on December 7th, but after we have our thanks for all that's going on. And I just wanted to say to you and Lindy, one of the things I'm thankful for this year is the two of you.
Oh.
Same to you.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome. You will be in my prayers because my Thanksgiving is always about prayers and honoring all those who came before us, those who are here now, and those who will come here after we are gone.
Right.
Because it's a way of that whole cycle. Because we are the people that are going to show up in the future anyway, and we are the people that showed up in the past. So,
Right. However that works.
however that works, and I'm talking more on
Yeah.
a spiritual, not a physical, but on a spiritual way. So
Cool. Well, I think on that note, I would like to end it. I noticed that my battery is getting low on the laptop.
yeah,
And
you have to go home.
right.
Plug it in.
And what we'll do is we'll get this. This has been an important meeting, I think, a very important meeting, this one, because you've established now that leptin reset is working.
Starting, yep, it's
Yep.
fired up.
Right. And you have, without much effort at all, dropped 9 pounds. Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you.
I mean, that is so huge. Once that's once you've got that reset in there, from what I understand of it, other things will just like come into place a lot better for you too. So
Oh, that's good to know, because what I recognize is, for me, all I was doing was my body's doing the work. My mind just, I just lost the light on that I have here. Oh, well, I'm going to sit in the dark while we leave.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you're still on battery power.
The bulb must have gone out. Well, no.
That was Halloween.
Like, what the heck?
Hey, Tracy, the battery's going to fire off in a moment.
Yeah, but obviously batteries here are going too, but only on a lamp. All right. Well,
looking forward to talking to you on the 7th, and
yes, namaste,
Thanksgiving
and have a good couple of weeks and holiday.
Yeah, and blessings to your husband as well. It's been a pleasure.
Yes, thank you.
Tell him what a pleasure you've been to work with.
Oh, well, he always hears how much I enjoy you and Lindy. So I will tell him, hey, guess what? It's a symbiotic relationship.
Really. And a healthy symbiotic one too.
Yes, it is. I'm so grateful. Well, thank you.
Okay, you're very welcome, Tracy. Aloha.
Yes. Hiya.